Buongiorno, buona domenica, buon Natale, buon Capodanno, buon anno, buon what else?
Bonbons.
Bonbons. We're going to go shopping, Christmas shopping, to some Paesi Etna villages. We're going to show you what's available in shops, what kind of foods and desserts are available.
Today's episode is dedicated to anybody who has a descendant from any of the Etna villages, because this is going to give you a good feel like what it was like when your grandparents, great-grandparents, mother, father who were born here must have felt around the Christmas holiday season. Enjoy.
You know, Al, in the winter, every time we go by Etna, I'm always wondering what she's going to look like, because trust me, every day is a different story depending on the cloud cover and so forth, and today she is massively covered in snow. I think it's from all the torrential rains that we had in November. That's why it's so much snow up there. Today is about 50 degrees. We're in mid-December, and a great day to be out in Sicily. All right, let's go into Palladini Cafe. Al is already here. Let me show you this scene, because when I tell you all the crazies are out, all the crazies are out. The first thing you smell as you walk into the shop is the coffee, and then followed very quickly by the cioccolato, because boy, let me tell you, he's got some great collections. Of course, typical things for Christmas panettone, but also other items. Questo Baretti da Milano chocolate.
Milano di Torino.
Di Torino, the Baretti chocolate. I've never tried that. Al, have you tried that chocolate? Baretti?
That's very famous.
160 years.
The Godiva of Italy.
The Godiva of Italy. I like that, honey. Oh, this teapot is very cute. Right here. And this is how you put the water in there, and then the tea, and then you pour it like this. So we've seen that in a lot of cafes here. Just overwhelming cute things to see, including Sicilian motifs and also Christmas. Al, what should we get? We have to buy something.
I already have a stocking stuffer for you.
A stocking stuffer? Wait a sec.
Right here.
That's a cute cutting board. Al, we need something for our party. What should we buy? We need something. Christmas calendar. Hey, do you guys do Christmas calendars? Do your children, grandchildren? That was something really big when I was growing up. Ely is a classic Italian coffee. And of course, Lind. And the Sicilian honey. Very famous. Eucalyptus. Sula is a flower. Millefiore is 1,000 flowers. Castagni. Okay, have you ever heard of a chestnut honey? Yup. And there's the Idu that I bought Alfred, and there's the Ida. What is this, Al?
Esther, I'm getting this for you for a stocking stuffer.
Well, a year late.
Last year you bought me the masculine version, Idu. So
Ida is...
This is feminine version. This is for you.
Grazie mille. All right. But wait a second. What else can we buy? Decisions. You know what I was thinking? On the serving table, we can put this and put the spoons. Instead of people putting this on the table, they can just put the spoons here. I love this. That's it. Perfect. Let's see what flavors they have. Con scorza di limone, 99%. Champagne and ribs. That's berries. Latte, caramello, raspberry and almond, mint, pear and almond and honey. That sounds good. These Christmas balls, maybe for next year. Anyway, we are all set. It is time for the oranges. You know, it's winter in Sicily when the oranges are out. And we have the Tarocco and the Novellino. Which one do you want, Al? Tarocco or Novellino?
I like the Tarocco. We haven't had them.
Okay. That little mountain over there, Al, is Monte Rosso. Those little mountains, they all came before Mount Etna. So before Mount Etna, there were a bunch of little volcanoes all over. Now we're on the way to Tre Castagni and see what's going on with decorations there. This Piazza Marconi in Tre Castagni, there's always some kind of a festival. We were here in October. There was a festival. There'll be one later on as well, where they'll have typical handmade Sicilian foods and products and so forth. And here's the first nativity scene that we've seen.
Notice that they don't put baby Jesus up until December the 24th.
Now this shop in Tre Castagni is also a specialty shop. Obviously they have the panettones out.
Credo Bel Passo.
Bel Passo.
Sì, questi sono tutti prodotti loro, quest'altri.
Cannoli siciliani.
Sì, questi sono a lunga conservazione perché è una cremina che viene disidratata.
So
si presentano così.
Lasts for a little bit longer.
E poi un'altra cosa, questa pasta di grani antichi siciliani.
The tumiglia is an ancient grain that was used for a long time. And another one is persicciaca e russello. And now there's a resurgence of using these ancient grains for pasta.
Pasta, ester, anche l'olio.
Olio.
Olio nocellara dell'Etna, è un olio delle nostre zone dell'Etna.
You know, because the olive oils here are much different than, let's say, in Trapani, Palermo, and other areas. So they came from a different nocella de Etna.
I have an interesting fact for you.
And we know this, all the pistachio. Tell me how.
You have to come over here. This guy over here, Valley di Etna, this particular design was created by me and Massimo. And this company won the gold medal at the New York Fancy Food Show. We beat Smuckers and Welch's and so forth.
Well, you should.
And also the pesto. Of course, this pesto, the pistachio pesto, this comes from Bronte.
Of course.
The guy's name is Antonio. I can't think of his last name.
Conserve of castagni, which is chestnut. That's wild fennel leaves, caponata we know. This is pesto with wild fennel leaves and sun-dried tomatoes. Ooh, pate of olives, green olives. And here are the figs, different flavors. Wow, pomegranate fig. That's an interesting one. Fig de India, which is prickly pear and chestnut. Buongiorno. We're back in Campisi, one of our favorite little bars to come to in Tre Castagni. And before I take you over to the Christmas things, look at this beautiful cassata cake, strawberry cake, and all types of cookies. The ice cream and the gelato. The gelato and the granita here are usually delicious as well, but not in the winter. And we've got the gift baskets. And Campisi makes their own panettone. Beautiful. Now I want to show you what the outside looks like. So they have a beautiful scene. Now that's what you call a beautiful storefront. Hopefully the sun is not shining too much. You can see it from the shadows. Beautiful storefront for sure. All right, Al's gonna eat something. So stand by for a taste test. Oh, it's a tough job. Someone has to do it.
Moving. Only 3 castagni. I'm having one of their legendary arancinos at Cafe Caprese, which we'd like to go. They're noted for their gelato, which I might sample if I am still hungry.
That's the way you do it, Bunster.
This has ragu on the inside of it.
Whoa, no.
10 out of 10. Seriously, this is the place.
Now, not all of them have an egg in it. This one has an egg. Does it have peas? Green peas? No green peas. Okay.
It's got a little bit of meat, egg, peas.
All goodness. This is your part 2 of your lunch / dinner.
This is my lunch dinner. Dave Portnoy will not like this pizza, but I do, because this is from my ancestral hometown.
And everything tastes better in Tre Castagni. You're styling our Yumi in Sicily hat, honey.
I'd give this a 7. 7 out of 10. Good lunch fare. Not bad at all.
We go from one smell to another. In this shop, it's all incense. Very cool. Handmade things. And here's another nativity scene. Now, here you go. Handmade nativity scenes of all types, and if we didn't have like 3 or 4 of them in the house, I'd get one of these, maybe for next year. And here are all the incense, and believe me, we have plenty of incense as well. Here are the incense cones and all types of Middle Eastern and Asian things. And here we are in Tre Castagni. So quite an unusual store, but these are always gems. We have one of these. These are things that have stood the test of time, right? And it seems that there's an interest also here in Sicily. Oh boy. If you could just feel the vibrations that I'm feeling. È una vibrazione forte, forte.
Una bella, sì, sono delle vibrazioni, sentono molto.
How cool is that? Wow. Woo! So some of you guys have asked us, what is Christmas like here in Sicily and in Italy? So let me just tell you, first of all, it starts on the 8th of December, which is the Immaculata. Then we go to the 24th, which is Christmas Eve. Then, of course, Christmas Day. Then on the 26th, here in Italy, we have Saint Stephen. Of course, there are some other European countries that have that, but it's a national holiday here. Then we go to Capo d'Anno, which is the 31st of December. First is, of course, New Year's Eve. Can't wait to be in Taormina. New Year's Day. And then we have the La Befana. La Befana comes, what is the La Befana? She is during the Epiphany, when the 3 wise men come and visit Jesus. So it is a month full of all types of fun things, beginning December 8th, which is the Immaculata.
And people wonder why they don't have any money. They're never working. That's what the problem is.
Listen, I know some of the shops that we showed you, very commercial. Here we are mid-December already. A lot of things are up. But most Italians will not put their Christmas tree up until the Immacolata, which is December 8th. That is the traditional start of the holiday. And you can see, you know, on the cities, they put them up before because they want to be prepared. But mostly you saw, even in Tre Castagni and other places, they're just putting up the Christmas decorations. But let me tell you, our decorations are up as promised.
You want to know something about this whole business about commercializing Christmas? It's still only about 15% of what it is in the United States, okay? The whole term Black Friday, is that what it's called in the States?
Yep.
Yeah. You see it every once in a while, but, you know, that's about it. Not too much. It's not
like in Taormina, you'll have Black Friday.
Or Internet Monday, or whatever the hell it's called in the
Cyber Monday.
States. Over here, it's primarily about the birth of Jesus.
Yes.
There is really no separation of church and state as far as I can see, because a lot of these nativity scenes that we've seen, they're right on public property.
Yeah.
They're on public property.
That's
a public
so endearing. I love that.
For example,
speaking of nativity scenes, do you know that it wasn't until the 1200s that nativity scenes were used here in Italy, and started, I believe, in a town called Greccio. St. Francis of Assisi was so inspired when he went to the Holy Land that he started the first nativity scene. And now you can't have Christmas without it, right?
If you notice the one at Tre Castagni, the infant Jesus, the manger was empty, which is significant because they're not typically put out until Christmas Eve, the 24th of December. And then on the 25th, it's like a big deal because the infant Jesus is born. And the other thing were the Magi. You saw the Magi, the wise men from the Mideast. You saw they would bring in frankincense and myrrh.
Yep.
And I think it was CBD cream, or I'm not sure what they brought. But it was a wonderful thing to see and experience. Okay? And those were almost life-size, too.
Yeah.
And they weren't made out of plastic.
Hey, I want to tell you guys that last year, one of the videos we did, we took you to a nativity scene in Aceriale inside of a cave, inspired by a priest who was walking home a long, long time ago, and he found solitude in a cave. I really hope you saw that video. If you haven't yet, I'm going to leave you a link either down below or somewhere over here. That's a great story right there, talking about nativity scenes, which, by the way, those pieces were handmade.
Here's an interesting factoid for you. About 60%, I would say, maybe 65% of the Christmas music that plays in the malls and streets and stuff is American music. It's unbelievable. Or even they'll put Italian words to it, but
it's American music.
It's American music.
Now we're going to go to the Chiesa Madre of San Nicola from the 15th century. And this is the hill we have to go up. Wait until you see the views. This church mostly is used for weddings and ceremonies and so forth. And feast your eyes on one of the most beautiful panoramic views there is in Sicily. In fact, it's so clear today that you can even see Reggio Calabria State over there. On the left, you can see parts of Taormina. Wow, this is really clear. There's Monte Rosso, baby volcano, and all the Paesi Etna, they're called, the little villages of Etna. And if you walk straight down here, you have the Bay of Catania. All right, now we're going to go to Urna Grand Cafe from 1885. It's here they usually have some beautiful things, and it's always packed. All right, look at the panettones. They have orange, salted caramel, chocolate, the classics, fruit, hazelnut, pistachio. See, everyone comes here for lunch and these desserts. These boxes are really pretty too. See, they make it. Cafe Urna, 1885. Chocolate, and that's hazelnut, that's pistachio, that's almond. There's the bar, and of course, some stuff for lunch. Let's see what's for lunch. I don't think a lot is for lunch. Buongiorno. Buongiorno. Because here we are, and it's already 1 o'clock. So not a lot left. By the time you're watching this, we've already had our big bash, our Christmas 10-year You, Me, and Sicily anniversary. And let me tell you what was on the menu, and hopefully it's very delicious because some of you guys who watch hopefully will be here. 2 types of pie, scacciata they're called here. One of them is a spinach, one of them is a broccoli and meat one. Then we're going to make the sugu with sausage, and I ordered 2 types of sausages. Semplice, which is with black pepper and salt, that's it. And the other one with tomato, formaggi, cheese, and prezzemolo, which is parsley. And we're going to make the big sugu, the sauce. And of course, plenty of bread. I bought hummus because we found it in Lidl and love that. And I brought some crackers from the US because the crackers are some of the crackers are good, but not all of them. So I bought some specialty crackers. We're going to have all types of sweets, condarelli. Oh, I'm going to cut up some carrots and celery and stuff like that. And what else are we have? Oh, we're going to have, 3 types of sausages, some fig jam. Did I say sausages? I meant cheeses and olives, and what else?
We're going to have a great assortment of wines too, because Esther is opening up her private stash of wine.
I am.
Yeah. And I'm giving an open bar, so all my booze, which is a little bit sad to see some of it go, but all the booze will be going to. Yeah.
Please, you've got a great bar. Okay, and I think that is it. So anyway, I want to tell you guys that pretty much most of our tours are filled up except for the end of June, beginning of July, and by then they'll have more direct flights from the United States to Sicily, so take a look at it. We are doing that on the east coast of Sicily. We still have room in our October East Coast tour as well.
It's getting down to maybe a handful now because, that's how it's going with us. It's getting to be good. She didn't tell you about our private tours, but we have almost as many private tours with families. 8, 10, 12 people as we do our regular tours for our clients.
And those are not on our websites, but people contact us and say, I want to bring my family to so-and-so. Can you create a tour for us? So that's something else that we do. Hey, can I see your hat? You, Me, and Sicily. We got plenty. I think there's still time, and it'll arrive before Christmas from our shop.
I want to say I give a couple of shout-outs if I possibly can today. The first one is going to be to Johnny and Mel Grasso. His descendants hail from Pidada, right on the other side.
From where?
Of Pidada. Up on the other side of the Tre Castagni. I'm going to actually speak to him tomorrow because he's in process of investigating Italian citizenship. And then the other one is to my pal, TJ Reap, former head football coach up in Padua. And he's from Massachusetts, UNH grad, All-American, captain. And he's working as a teacher again, which is really what he belongs, because he's a born educator. And I wanted to wish them and all my other friends.
Wait a second. All our friends here on YouTube, wait, it's not Christmas yet. So we'll wish you a proper Merry Christmas when it's time for Christmas. Now, I do want to say that the weather, I'm wearing a sweater, new sweater, by the way. that I got for Christmas from my sister. It's been very lovely in the 60s, low 60s, sunny, sunny, sunny. Hey, why don't you say goodbye and I'll give them a quick look at what's going on.
Okay, here's what I wanted to say as my going away thing for today. Ciao. Love you.
Love you guys. No, listen,
Ciao.
we love our community and we can't wait to see you back here in Sicily, or, you know, for Christmas. We're not going to have a Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, but we're going to be thinking of you guys because we're going to do lots of videos. All right, so no, I can't flip it, so I'm just going to show you where we are. We're at our little place where we get our coffee, little oasis here. There's Babbo Natale, and here we are in the Four Corners, and take a look at that blue sky. Ciao guys, arrivederci, ti voglio bene. Ciao.